are good to go. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're giving another stream. I just literally hit the shuffle button for my songs. That was the first one. Alright, so we're right back where we were when I ended the stream. So let's get to it. Just double checking the audio real quick. Wanting to make sure that audio wasn't too loud but not too quiet. Because I know last stream I was a little quiet. And last time I streamed, which the last time I streamed wasn't actually on this channel, another one. But yeah, that was a bit loud. So, messed around with the audio just a little bit. Hopefully it's a lot more cohesive, perhaps. We'll see. We'll see. For the moment, I just need to gather fish. Not really, but gather fish nonetheless. We'll be fishing. We are fishing. Alright. So, yeah, no, the goal for today is pretty much just set up food and make sure survivability is somewhat ensured. Primarily food. So let's go fishing. Fish. So what's going on? Well, this is going to be the last stream. This bone meal. Last stream for a short period of time, as I am not going to be around for the next 2 weeks, so I'm not going to be able to stream any continuation for this. But, yeah, don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. So, let's get into what normal streamers do, which is talk about something. What do they talk about? I don't know. Everyone has their own experiences, so let's start with that. What I actually thought about talking about today was some interesting things that have happened at my job. Well, at least, like, talk about today, talk about for the moment. Some interesting things, yes. So, I work as a cashier at a location. This feels loud. Right. So yeah, I work as a cashier at a location, and well, let's just say, I've had an interesting experience a couple times around the beginning when I first started. So, a little bit of context in order to understand what's going on and what I'm about to tell you. Basically, this involves computers, and computers are very finicky things sometimes, especially when it comes to the matters of space and the electrons that go passing through the Earth towards us and whatnot, things from the sun and outer space. These are you know, the little things, protons. If you don't know, there's actually someone who went and made like a little science experiment kind of thing to be able to actually see these particles when they whiz by in like a little glass sealed container filled with, I think a combination of for gas, and it's dense enough and designed in such a way that allows for the particles to actually, well, not really the particles themselves, but the trail of the particle to be seen, to actually see where the particle went. So yeah, these space particles can hit computers and stuff, and there's actually been a number of times throughout history where one of these particles would hit a computer in just the right spot on a chip to go and change a digit from a 1 to a 0 or a 0 to a 1, and it has resulted in some interesting things. And I feel myself, I have gotten in one of those situations one time while I was working. So yeah, let's get into that. So basically, there are different variety of items when it comes to being a cashier. There's your standard items, which is like a bottle of pop or soda, where it's got like a barcode on it. You know, those things. Those are like the first type of scamble items. Another is a type of item that is generated from like some kind of mini section of the store. Let's say like you've got like a bakery area, or perhaps a cheese and meat section where like you can have cheese and meat cut for you. These things will print it. They'll print out a type of receipt. They'll at least with the meat and cheese, they'll weigh the amount it is, and then they'll set up a price based off of its weight. And yeah, well, I guess I don't know exactly how it happened and what could have been hit exactly, but basically I had one of those types of items where it's like, alright, you weigh it, you set the price based off of the weight, and I'm at my cashier position, you know, doing the thing. Customer comes to me with a thing of meat, and I scan it. Last I checked, something that is a small thing of meat, not like it's not really that big. Like it's about half a fist. Like if you were to make a fist, is basically like if you cut your fist in half. That was basically the size of the cut of meat that the customer had, and apparently it rang up as over $1,000. Yeah, you probably didn't hear that right. 10000. 1,000. So something that would probably likely be more likely around maybe $4 or $5 rang up as 1,000. So yeah, me and the customer took a second and looked at the computer display and looked at each other, and we were like, this doesn't seem right. And for me at the time, I didn't know what to do. Like, I'm like, I have not experienced this. I have only heard rumors of this kind of thing happening to computers. I wasn't expecting to ever actually run into one of these things. No, I ran into one of these things where it's like, yeah, no, like the probability of one of these space protons going and hitting your computer in just the right position on the CPU, on the motherboard, and all that, in order to change a digit that's being processed from a 1 to a 0 or a 0 to a 1. Yeah, that probability is extremely low. Turns out not so low for me. Needless to say, though, things got sorted out. Someone was able to come over and wipe the order. The meat got rescanned again. Like, because here's the thing. The other thing is these little stickers for the meat that go and help like display the price of what the person's getting at and all that. It'll display the price. It'll display a barcode. It'll also display the weight. So it's funny because like both me and the customer look at the computer and see that the total is like over 1,000. It's like the guy is only getting a thing of meat, like a little slab of meat. So apparently that little slab of meat is like $1,000. I guess it was foreshadowing because it was just before the current lovely things of everything costing like a whole bunch more now. But it was funny. It was very funny. But like I said, it got sorted out. So yeah, customer didn't have to worry about that. Like I said, order got wiped and rescanned, and everything was good. But funny enough, that wasn't the only time where I've had that kind of situation. I actually had 2 other times. Not to the same extent, but one of them was marked at, I believe, 100, and then the other, I think, was another 100 or something like that. So, yeah. It's just, it's funny. So I guess this is what streamers and normal commentators do, right? They just slap a mic in front of themselves, slap some gameplay or gameplay they are playing, and then just start talking about their life and the things going on. And I guess for me, I might as well talk myself more, because I am trying to entertain who may be watching. Yes. So, what can I talk about now? Well, you know what? I think I'll talk about, what? Yes. I don't really have, like, I mean, I have life stories and stuff. Why didn't that fall sooner? It's just all of a sudden it fell. Okay. Yeah. So for the most part, I think the one thing I can talk about, well, I kind of feel like talking about, is summer camp. That was something. Actually, you know what? No, I'll talk a little bit like as when I was a kid. Growing up, I was kind of that one person for a good while who was very interested when it came to running games. Primarily because when it came to school, running was kind of the only real thing you could do. Like, at my elementary school when I was growing up, there was 2 little baseball diamond fences, like not really proper baseball diamonds, but two of those fences that are like around where the hitter is. Like, there were 2 of those on opposite ends of the field, and that was pretty much it. There was a bunch of destroyed ground, like there was just a bunch of dirt, but even then there wasn't really that much dirt in front of the little fence diamond things. I don't even know what they're called, but yeah, like there was some dirt disturbed in the area, so the grass wasn't growing properly there. But not to the extent that you would think the school played baseball often. No, in reality, we actually played kickball more often, which, if you don't know, is literally just baseball, but instead of like bats and a little ball, you literally have someone going and either throwing, but for the most part rolling, a ball towards whoever's kicking, and the person has to kick it as hard as they can. And they just have to run. Like, it's literally baseball, but instead of hitting it with the bat, you're just kicking it. And I love it because, for the most part, most people would just throw the ball at you and turn it into dodgeball, basically. So you had, like, kickball, dodgeball. So if you weren't fast enough, you'd get hit with the ball before you got to a point. That was actually something I did at summer camp, but yeah, no, running was pretty much all we could do at my school. So one of the games that we'd actually go and play a lot was Manhunt, which is basically tag, but think. So if you've ever seen Gmod Hide and Seek, where one person's it, and then as they go around, more people become it, that's basically Manhunt. That was basically Manhunt. Now some people might be thinking, oh no, that sounds like tag. No. Tag is literally one person is it at a time, and whoever's it and whoever touches someone who's also playing, that new person becomes it, and the person who was it is now free to run around and you know, not be it. Manhunt is literally, okay, you gotta survive, but good luck. And there weren't too many people who played Manhunt from my class, because our class was very evenly split when it came to the genders. There were more females than males, and the females tended to not really feel like playing Manhunt, and when they did, let's be honest here, they just wanted to be with their friends. So the moment one of their friends got it, they were all like, oh no, you're it, here, get me so I can walk around and talk with you. That's my competitive side coming out, but it's true though, it's true. It's like, some of us were like, hey, let's have a nice fun game of Manhunt, and it's over in 5 seconds because all the girls are like, oh, one of us got it, alright, let's all be it now. And it would happen so fast because there were a few people in my class who were very fast, especially in the final year. There were these 2 guys who played soccer all the time, so they were good at what is known as juking, and you know, the swerving from one side to the other, and they were good at it. So they were like the 2 people who could survive one of the longest, based off of that alone. They were fast, but not too fast. Like they were one of the fastest. This is gonna sound a little yes. Yes. I would say for me, I was one of the fastest. I was not good at juking, I will be honest. I wasn't good at juking, but I was very fast. Like, if you were running in a straight line, I would catch up pretty fast, pretty quickly. Yes, I'm superior. But, yeah, no, that was basically, when it came to elementary, the only real things that we did was just Manhunt, because Manhunt was pretty much the one game that everyone kind of felt like playing, because it was like, it doesn't go on forever, it ends eventually. Like, eventually everyone does get it. Like, you can't run forever. I mean, you can try, but there's only so much places you can run, and until everything starts getting covered, and, you know, the ground starts being covered around you, and people start, you know, actually strategizing in order to defeat you. But yeah, that was basically that. And when it came, so basically I was like a running kid. Like, I ran a lot. I don't run much anymore because I'm a sit at a computer person, but I can still run. I've ran a few times, and I actually do still have the muscles there in order to actually like get a big jolt of speed right at first. I just don't have the endurance to do it. Like, I start to breathe heavily pretty quickly after a good minute or two. So like, I can run. I can probably, like, if I was being chased, I could probably book it like down the street and around 2 alleys before you even realized, if I really wanted to. But after that, I'd probably be like heaving for a good minute. So you'd have time to catch up if you were paying attention to where I was going. But yeah, that was basically pretty much me as a kid summed up in a nutshell. Over time, just before high school, I became like the really quiet kid. I did not feel like talking to people. At that point, I had a lot of personal stuff going on, so a lot of things I was trying to figure out for myself. So at that time, I was just keeping to myself and just thinking for the most part. Became the quiet thinking kid, and I still held on to the whole running thing. Like, I still ran. Like, even when I for a little while when I went to summer camp, even there was times where I was, you know, being the quiet one, but I would still be like running. Like, if we were playing any running based game, it was basically like that. Like, we played freeze tag basically at my summer camp every day before camp properly began, like before everyone went off and started doing their own thing, everyone kind of just relaxed in the primary area. It was basically along the lines of everyone got on the bus at your designated bus stop. You rode the bus, people sang songs, or you just sat there for a little bit. Eventually you got to the camp, and everyone would just make their way to the primary area. And everyone would just wait until at least most of all of the people in the different buses would make it. At which point, everyone would kind of have like a morning, like, okay, good morning everyone, hey, how you doing, alright, here's some of the stuff going on, go off into your groups, bye. And yeah, that was basically exactly it. It was basically everyone just waited, and then when they had the morning greet, everyone would just be separated. Like everyone would go off into their separate age groups. So like the kids, well, not really kids, everyone was a kid, but the kid level 1, the kid level 2, and the kid level 3. Everyone would break off into the groups like that, and after that they would go to their group. Everyone would be assigned a group and then a counselor, which is funny. But yeah, everyone would have a group and a counselor, but before that, there was kind of just this dead air where everyone would just kind of sit around and wait. So instead of just sitting around and waiting, people eventually, like the counselors eventually were like, okay, let's actually start doing something. Let's make sure these kids are awake. Let's give them something to do instead of just sit around doing nothing. So we started playing games, and one of these games was freeze tag, which is, yes, like what you would think, freeze tag. Yeah, you get tagged, you freeze, but instead they would have us sit down instead of like actually freezing in place, because yeah, these games would be very one-sided, especially with certain counselors who were clearly the ones who worked out and were buff and fast. But there was a mechanic that was basically just adopted by everyone universally, which was if you both feel like you tagged at the same time, you would rock, paper, scissors. And whoever won rock, paper, scissors would be allowed to keep running. And whoever lost would, well, be frozen and sit down. Another mechanic was if you tagged so if person A tagged person B, but person C tagged person A, person B would be able to stand back up again. So what would end up happening is you would have like one counselor who would tag like half of the entire area, and eventually someone would just call like, oh, you're all unfrozen, get up, and everyone would get up and swarm that one guy. It's like everyone, all the kids wanted their revenge for being stuck frozen in one spot, unable to play on that one counselor. It would be hilarious to watch. I'd be on the other side of the field trying to keep a lookout for anyone booking it for me, and I'd just hear, okay everyone, you're up. I see the people who I tagged get up, but I see a mountain of people get up and immediately start booking it to the one counselor who was able to get them all. And it's like, oh, you're in danger. But it was funny because when it came to doing the rock, paper, scissors bit, it was interesting because I actually for some reason tended to win a lot. And back then I didn't know why, but I guess I just started picking up on patterns on people. Because for the most part, I tended to always rock, paper, scissors the same people, like specific counselors. Because I'd get lucky and, you know, be able to we'd kind of tag each other around the same moment. So we're like, okay, we'll be fair. Like, I'll be fair on you. Let's rock, paper, scissors. And it was just, it's weird because like I got used to what they were likely to go and put as their option, like for rock, paper, scissors. So some reason I was like becoming a prediction engine back then. I don't know how to explain it. It was weird. It was very weird. because I honestly was able to go and like just survive. Like I was able to just kind of in a way predict without actually trying to predict what they were gonna do next. It was weird. It was really weird. I don't know how to explain it for the most part, but that was basically summer camp pretty much. Just people playing some variation of tag or kickball slash that. Oh, I'm tired. So yeah, there's that for story time. I'll go over it again real quick. I'm not going to be around for the next 2 weeks, so don't expect anything until about the 10th of August, because yeah, I'm gonna be gone for like a short period of time, and I'm not really gonna have too much internet access. I'll have some, but not enough to do any uploading, especially any streaming. So there's that. But don't worry, I'm not gonna like suddenly abandon this playthrough thing like I have basically everything else on my channel. It's like, yes, let me look at my Fallout series. Oh yeah, that's going well. Oh, let me look at my other Minecraft series. I totally didn't die. And I totally technically didn't lose all of my items that I was holding at the time. But yeah. Alright, I need to set myself up. Just set myself up with an infinite source spot right there. Alright. I don't want to be using dirt. I need dirt. I need the dirt. Yeah, it's all blocked up already, so I'm just gonna grab this bucket. Put that there. And we're gonna go jump our way up cave and make our way outside in order to get to the water that's just out here. Just take as much fall damage as possible. Don't really care. Armor, don't care. Armor durability, don't care. Lame. Weak. Pathetic. So how have you all been doing this past week? I've been alright. If you don't know, I'll be honest with you all. If you want more consistent videos and you actually find my things entertaining somehow, I actually am doing like a podcast over with a friend on another channel. It's called the Midweek Report. So if you're interested, there's that. There's something that you can watch over there. It's just pretty much the Midweek Report. We're mainly a gaming news podcast type thing. So we're mainly going to be talking about like different events in games, different things companies are working on when it comes to a game, stuff like that. So if you're interested and you want to pick up on some of the things that is going on for the companies that are making games and whatnot, I would say maybe take a look at that, because like I said, if you want more consistency, you'll definitely find that there and not here. I mean, I want to be consistent, but I am lazy. I will admit I am lazy, but I will continue to be lazy, because that is the lazy way. This is the way. But, yeah, there's that. Alright. Boom. Farm is almost set up nice and bright to prevent any mobs from spawning, because I really don't want to deal with anything here. Alright, that should be that, so let's grab the wheat seeds. Do I God. Oh, I'm sorry for yawning. Once again, I'm tired. I'm always tired now. I'm like, I never seem to get any sleep no matter what I do, so I just carry on. There should be sticks here. I know I have logs, but I guess not. Alright. Then I will make this, and then I'm just gonna make a bunch of sticks. Oh, sticks. There we go. Alright. Need this if I want to do proper farming. I'm gonna remove that. That way I can just hold down the button and not have the shield come up and prevent me from continuing to till the land. I wanted to say hoe the land, but no, it's called till. You till the land. You don't really. I mean, yes, you use a hoe on it, but you're tilling the dirt. You till. We have an achievement. Right. Bones. Okay. Actually, take a second to get rid of all this stone I've got lying around now. Got a bunch of it. I'm gonna use the bone meal and try to get as much of this planted as I can. Hopefully I get lucky and get 2s instead of 3s. Like that. Oh, 2s. 2s. Keep giving me 2s. Damn it. Give me 3. Me too. This is good. This is a 3. Yeah. Doesn't matter. I got more seeds out of it. More of it's planted. That's what matters. And I got 2 bread out of it. There we go. Eat my hard labor. Oh, so difficult to get this bread. I don't know why, but I feel like I should put the water back. Felt nice to have the water there. I don't know. Maybe I have some OCD. Maybe. Or maybe I just like things to look pretty and as natural as it was. Who knows? Alright. So, what's left? We got the food. It's growing. If I stay around this chunk, everything should continue to grow. So, what I'm going to do now is put my stuff away. Actually, the food is cooked, so we're gonna organize this. At the moment, I really don't want to be burning through all of my coal too quickly, so I'm just kind of organizing things into semi-stacks. Like, you know, you can, you know, like 8s. You've got like a stack of 64, and eventually you can break it down into 8 8s. That's kind of how I like to do it, because you can use a coal. I mean, I know I can use a coal block actually, and I can get more out of it. But before I use coal blocks, I would like to actually have a supply of coal, because you kind of need to have the resource to begin with in order to start using a large amount of it. And this is going to be lava above this. Get that ready. Maybe? I guess not. I guess not. I guess not. Interesting. Alright. So is that. So yeah, what's gonna talk about? Like I said, I don't really have too many stories and interesting stuff for the most part. I mean, there are some things I can talk about, but this is commentary, people. I hope you enjoy the commentary. Hello. Alfredo. That's lava. That's exactly what I felt was gonna happen. Do I have that one? I do. Oh, wow, I completely forgot about that song. Oh my god, that takes back. I didn't think I actually put that one on the playlist, but I did. That's a nice one. Of course, it's like a TF2 person thing, so if you don't know, yeah, you don't know. But, it takes back to old times, old memories. Alright. I'm gonna need a couple pickaxes. I'll put the logs in here, and I'll put most of the coal there. I'm going to make what I can with this coal into torches, because I'm going to need a bunch. I'm not going to need the hoe on me. I really am not. I don't... No, I'll take the axe. Take the axe.
Yeah, I have something to graze on. Double kill. Okay, yeah, sure. I can order it and I can go. It's not your problem. Yeah. I don't want to yeah, no, I can go and order it.
Was that heard the whole time? OBS, did you not mute?
Kill Tackler.
Oh, OBS. Alright. So you heard that. You heard it. So, well, pizza. Who's that? Not to make any payments on credit card this year, but I mean, I don't mind having pizza. And it probably means a snack for while we're on the road, so there's that. I guess I'm gonna just type this out. And it probably means a snack. Forget this name. Okay. I don't want to double hear myself. Alright. Apologies for this. Just gonna take us a quick second to make sure that I have. Where's my. Kind of need this. Kind of need a thing called a credit card. So we're gonna do a pickup. Okay, good. Yeah, no, I'll just do a pickup. If I'm buying something today, I might as well, yeah. Okay, so start my order. Ooh, I like this song. This is a new song I actually recently found. I'm going to leave you folks with this. this, you're gonna watch the plants grow. You're gonna watch me dry. I leave you with the music. I'm gonna restart this song for everyone. There you go. As this is going, I'm gonna order the pizza. Look at that. One thing we do.
Now let's begin. You're in too deep to go back again. Cash is pay to play. You want more hits than lemonade. Now you don't own me. You don't even know me. This vagabond with a two-part path to the great beyond. Stay genuine. A ground floor up I can help you find. You're a dreamer. Call me when you're Bieber. And when they play it, you can't help but sing along. That's nothing odd, that's nothing wrong. Cause a good song never dies. It just reminds you of where you were the first time it made you cry, the first time you felt alive. No good song never. No good song never. The first time they made you cry, the first time you felt alive. No good song never. The wonder drug don't work no more, think it took too much. Your equity, make the caffeine be your weaponry. Is the reason there never was one needed. It's all around, but it weighs too much to slow you down. It's the time to act, cause the best defense is the timeless track. You don't own me, you don't even know me. But when they play it, you can't help but sing along. That's nothing odd, that's nothing wrong. Cause a good song never dies.
What's required?
It just reminds you of where
Literally
you
picking up.
were the first time it made you
I am
cry,
coming
the
to you.
first
Why do
time
you
you
like
felt
this?
alive. No
Why do you-
good song never. No good song never. The first time they made you cry, the first time you felt alive. No good song never. There was a moment, a hole opened in the sky, a chance to join their pantheon. For all the times they never heard your battle cry, now even angels sing along. Cause a good song never dies. It just reminds you of where you were the first time it made you cry, the first time you felt alive. No good song never dies. Like a lover who won't back down and pull you over to the side, look you straight into the eyes. No good song never. No good song never. The first time they made you cry, the first time you felt alive. No good song never.
Okay, can I make the order? What do you mean? It's like, I don't understand why you need all of my personal information here, buddy. All my personal information. It's like, I'm coming to you. I am literally coming to you. You just need my email. I literally just needed my email so you can send me a verification code. That way when I get there, I can enter in the code and get my order. Boy. Boy. Bro. Bro. Alright. scratchies. Or you see something outside and you want to go get it. There you go. Here, I'll open the blinds for you. My blinds are open. Curtains are open. You can see the inside. There you go. There you go. All right. How's the order? That is an easy confirmation number. Thank you for making it extremely easy. Okay, so that as well. Pants. Gonna go pick up an order of pizza. Gonna put on pants. Ugh. Well, I mean, I had pants on. Pretty sure there's a difference between, jeans and soft cloth pants. Pretty sure soft cloth pants are very nice for sleeping and lounging around in. And jeans are not so much. Yeah. I don't have any shorts. I packed all my shorts already. I love it when you're about to go on a trip and you've already packed all the things that you actually normally wear. Or I've got leftover things that barely even fit me anymore. Oh, this sucks. Alright. To work. I just need to get to the store back. Okay, so interesting. Hopefully you enjoyed the crops growing for a hop right there. Like we got 4 seeds out of it, so the crops are growing at least. Got an email. I'd like to actually look at the email phone, not swipe it away. Let's see. Thank you, that's confirmation, the order. Super easy number. Alright, so I literally just gonna finish up here for a little bit. And I still forgot the water bucket. I keep forgetting water. My stomach hurts because I'm wearing tight jeans and I'm sitting. Yay! Alright. Let's see. So yeah, this is pretty much the only real way into the mine that I've got set up right now. Into the winding mine shaft that I have created. I have to remember where everything is. Okay, so that was the upper area last time. Look, rubbing around in my leg down there. I feel it. I hope if I turn down the music just a slight bit. You're not really watching crops grow anymore, so I'd figure my leg. I'd figure you'd like to actually be able to hear me when I'm speaking now. So let's see, where did I leave off when it came to mining? I forgot the pickaxe. At least I have iron. I'm like perfect. Ah yes, I get to pizza. Yes, forget about what you were doing. It is a good thing that I have iron on me. There we go, I have pickaxe now. Pickaxe eye. And a pickaxe in the mine. Who's up here again? That was there. Okay. I'm making my way in the mine shaft. Mining fast. Watching for them creepers pass. Na. I really want to play like Halo or Doom right now. I wonder why. Come on. I need to figure out where everything was. What? Be out for like 5 seconds and then you're gonna push the door open again, but don't worry about that. Alright. I am lost. And by lost, I mean I don't remember where anything is. It's been a week. I literally have not played this game since like a week ago. I might as well take the crafting table with me. I remember this much. I'm just gonna start running around. Just keep running around. Yeah. Just look for dark crevices and start lighting them up. It's basically how you mine in this game. You look for the portions that are not lit up, and you go. That's how you mine. Ooh. The music is perfect. I have 2 buckets now. I have cat. Best song. I like. Alright. Let's go. I will take horse armor. Might as well. I might as well just take the whole chest. This chest is mine. Alright. So we've got a mob spawner now. Like proper. And like an easy one to actually farm. Like zombies are the easiest ones to farm. I know that there were multiple cave spider spawners in the mine shaft that you all obviously saw last stream if you've seen that one, or at least if you've seen the video. But cave spiders are a little more difficult to deal with. Just a bit more difficult. So we're just gonna. Hey! Diamonds! My first diamond! Actually, no, not my first diamond. I picked up a diamond in one of the minecarts, so I forgot about that. That's why I didn't get the achievement right away. And by right away, I mean not at all. Only one. Lame. I'm not really mining specifically for diamonds. For the most part, I'm actually trying to figure out where that pool is. I'm gonna have to rewatch. Next time I do this, I need to rewatch that first stream again and go over what the path I took. Dude, this is the one problem with the new update and new cave generation. Is it's a lot harder for me. I'm not used to the new cave. Well, I'm never gonna get used to this new cave generation. But the old cave generation was a lot easier because I could actually keep track of what portions of my mine I was in, like the cave mine system I was in. It's a little more difficult now. It's just a bit more difficult. There's a lot more going on, a lot more lines. It's not simple as it used to be, and I get making it more complex. It kind of drives in a better experience for it all. But it kind of sucks. Kind of does. Let's be honest here. Kind of does. Alright. No creeper. No creepers. I need... Okay, we're just... that. There. Zombie. I already saw something else besides the zombie. I am hoping it was just light. It's another zombie. Hello. There we go. That was an actual crane. Oh, hi. Hi. You're very unhappy. Okay, kill each other for a moment. I'm just gonna mine this for some reason. Why does my mine? Why do I want to mine this? Set it up. Ooh. Go. Damn. Ow. Ow. Snipers over here. They're stream sniping. They're stream sniping. They're stream sniping me. I'm gonna take them out. Take them out. Yeah, that's right. You gotta fight to go and see who takes me out first. Here, I'm gonna support. Who's gonna win? Who's gonna win? Ooh, wow. What's up, buddy? You remember stream sniping? We cheating, bro. We cheating, ass cheating. Don't stream snipe, it's cheating. Alright, let's light this up as much as possible. Create the light in the dark. I have to leave here in a minute. I'll run around for another quick second, and then I think what I'll do is I'll kind of put a hold on the stream, and by hold on the stream I'm going to stop streaming, and then I'll restart the stream later. So there's probably going to be 2 videos for this. I'll just stream again later once when I got the pizza, because I don't really feel like leaving the game open and the stream on when I'm not even here. I don't feel like doing that. Yeah. So I'm just gonna start backtracking, and yeah. Of iron, that is for sure. Something I do need to fix though is my coal supply, because once again I do not have a substantial amount of coal in order to maintain long-lasting whatnot. Oh, this is not a song I want to end on. How about this one? There we go.
Here's a touching story.
It's a little touching story.
Once upon a time you died, and I lived happily ever after.
The end.
Thanks for standing still. G'day. You twitchy hooligan. Thanks for standing still. Spot on. You rocket hopping simpleton. Thanks for standing still. Sorry there, nurse. Thanks for standing still. I'm actually getting close.
Good day to you.
Spy round here. Kickable.
I never was on your side.
Your side either. Oh dear, I've made quite a mess. How many times have you died? I'm actually getting impressed. You disgust me, filthy jar man.
You live in a van. Oh, you suck.
Skill always beats yuck.
Well played, mate. I did all I could.
Feel good.
Oh, please, just stand in. Stupid bloody spy. Piss off, big head. Stand back. Stick around this.
Pace up, pace. Thanks for standing still. Hey. You twitchy hooligan.
Yep,
Thanks for
I
standing
think
still.
I'm gonna be leaving here in a minute. So I'm just gonna start making my way back.
Lobbing simpleton. Thanks for standing still.
What did I say? What did I say?
Sorry there.
Cat is gonna come back in.
Thanks for standing still.
Hi.
I'm actually getting worse.
Just push open the door slightly and there you go. Alright, so the spawn is there.
Thanks for standing still. G'day. You twitchy hooligan. Thanks for standing still. Spot on. You lard-armed simpleton. Thanks for standing still. You can do this all day. Thanks for standing still. Wicked. Bombs away.
Okay. I know exactly. I at least know exactly where to go for
sniping was a good job.
that spawner. Which I think that. Well, no, I literally have no reason to get XP right now. And the amount of iron that I can get out of the spawner is very minuscule compared to the amount of iron that I can get simply mining. So you're very interested in whatever's out there, aren't you? Cow. Wanna say hi? Hey, wanna say hello? Wanna say hello? Wanna say hello? Hello? Oh, hello? Alright, so ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to leave it off here in a minute. Well, in a minute, I mean pretty much right now. I'm going to go pick up my pizza. I will be back. If you're watching this as a video, well, this is obviously we got a part for the first part and the second part, and my cat likes to rub her face on my mic stand. Feels like I'm petting her, as I am petting her right now, and she continues to scratch herself off the side of my arm stand for the mic. Yes. Alright, I will be back. Have a good one.